Hey guys, welcome to another CPA Labs video. This is Conrad once again, and I'm going to be showing you a product called Fivetran. Now, Fivetran is an ELT, which is extract, load, and transform piece of software. Uh, this is one of my favorites for getting data from most sources. I'm not going to say every single one, but I think they have something like 550 connectors or something around that. And a huge benefit of using something like this is they don't charge you on your initial sync, which I think is just awesome. And then they just charge you for your monthly active rows. So a large part of why you would want to use something like this is, let's say you have chosen something like Snowflake as your data lake, and you have a bunch of databases feeding into it, and those databases are still going to be updating, and you don't want to run like a weird funky tool every time. You want to have something live push those updates up into your Snowflake, so that way you can report off your Snowflake with live accurate data. So today I'm going to show you this tool. This will be just a quick and simple one. We're going to do YouTube analytics. So once you start your trial, you can, I think it might just prompts you right away to create a connector. So you'll be faced with something closer to like this when you first get in. And we're going to just do YouTube for now. YouTube Analytics. It's a simple one. It's going to ask you what the schema that you want to dump this in. So we're just going to call this YouTube underscore test. I will delete this one afterwards. You then have to authenticate. It's going to ask you what it's looking for. Basically, this one's just going to pull monetary stuff, assets, and associated content. I'm going to allow it. There it is. This is an optional content ID. I think in the original one there's maybe two other ones which just ask you a couple of things, but since I've already set this up once, it's already there. So now it's going to check everything, make sure it's all good. Awesome. So we've confirmed that we can connect to the YouTube data API. That's awesome. Now I'm going to go back and to the destination now, because normally it will ask you where do you want to put it. I think that's what was missing, but just because I already had one. So I just went ahead and created a data connection, but we're going to create a new one. We're going to call it a Snowflake underscore test. Snowflake. Awesome. So here we are back to Snowflake. I'm going to show you some basically how this is set up again. So first you're going to go ahead and create a database in here. You just create and name it whatever you want. Just keep in mind you're going to need it again here for this database. You're going to give it a user. I already have a user created called Fivetran, so I'm going to use that. From here, you're going to go grab your account stuff from accounts, copy URL, come into here, and it should just go right in here for you. You just take out your HTTPS nonsense. So that's all you should need there. You go through. Now you add your password, whatever that may be. Role, it's just going to use the default role if you don't specify one. Where do you want this to be? Where do you want this Fivetran service to live? I'm in Canada, as well as I'm going to use Azure because that's just what I've been used to and what I kind of grew up using. And then select your time zone, whatever that is. I'm in Atlantic Standard Time, and save a test. Got it. Should go ahead and validate everything for you. This failed because I put in the wrong password on purpose, just because getting a little paranoid of security stuff lately. Awesome. So it should, once it goes through, your connect destination should be green, lit, everything's all good. So then if I go to connectors, you can see here I already have this pointed to my warehouse, and I can start the initial sync. I'm not going to start this right away because I want to set up a few things to show you guys first, but essentially once you hit this initial sync, it's going to start pulling all the data out of your connect or to your source, and then dump it in the destination. That destination is just going to be here in your Fivetran database. It's just going to create a new schema and then put all the data from that from whatever you're pulling and dump it in that schema for you. There's a few things you can do here. You can either use Fivetran to do a lot of your transformations, or you can use Snowflake to do some transformations as well. There's a bit of a debate whether you use Snowflake's compute versus Fivetran compute. Fivetran compute is going to be a little cheaper because you're not paying on the compute, you're paying on how many active rows that you are moving anyway. So if you're moving a row, transform it and then stick it in, it's still the same cost per row. And on this side, it's just compute time. So you know what your use case is, you know what your workloads are, so you can make your own decision on that. I personally do most of my compute on the Snowflake side, but what I can use Fivetran for is, let's say I have a destination schema and I want to do some transformations on it to clean it up, and I want to use that cleaned data to do something like machine learning, to do some kind of modeling or forecasting in Snowflake. Well, I'll sometimes do those transformations on the Fivetran side before it gets into my Snowflake. So because it's a new channel, please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions or video ideas. I'm going to go ahead and set up a few more complicated connectors in the future and just give you an idea of what's possible with Fivetran. Thank you.